Australia, a land of vast deserts, lush rainforests and ancient mountains. This diverse landscape is not just a backdrop, but a living, breathing entity that has shaped the lives and stories of its inhabitants. This island continent has a story that stretches back millennia, a narrative etched into the very rocks and soil. The Aboriginal people, the first Australians, have walked this land for at least 65,000 years. Their footsteps are imprinted in the sands of time, marking a journey of survival, adaptation, and profound wisdom. Their stories, passed down through generations, tell of a deep connection to the land. These tales are more than just folklore. They are a living history, a guide to understanding the world around them. They speak of the dream time, a time when ancestral spirits created the world. This era is not just a myth, but a foundational element of their cultural identity. They tell of how to live in harmony with this unique environment, offering lessons in sustainability and respect for nature that are still relevant today. Their art, vibrant and symbolic, covers rock faces across the continent. Each piece is a testament to their enduring legacy and artistic expression. These ancient rock paintings offer us a glimpse into the past, revealing the thoughts, beliefs, and daily lives of those who came before us. They show us animals long extinct, like the giant Diprotodon and the marsupial lion, creatures that once roamed this vast land. Through them, we can almost hear the echoes of ancient ceremonies, the rhythmic dances, and the chants that have resonated through the ages, and feel the presence of spirits in the land, a spiritual connection that transcends time. These stories are not just from the past, they are a living tradition, continuously evolving and adapting. They are still alive today, connecting the present generation to its ancient heritage. Through festivals, ceremonies, and daily life, the essence of these stories is kept vibrant and relevant. They remind us that Australia's story is built on a foundation of deep time and enduring culture, a narrative that continues to unfold with each passing day. For centuries, Australia remained hidden from the wider world, a land of mystery and untamed beauty. Europeans, with their maps and compasses, sailed past, unaware of the vast continent that lay beyond the horizon, a place that would later captivate their imaginations. Then, in the 17th century, everything changed. The age of exploration was in full swing and the unknown beckoned. Dutch explorers venturing into uncharted waters were the first Europeans to set foot on Australian soil, marking the beginning of a new era of discovery. They called it New Holland, a name that would stick for over a century, symbolising the European claim over this distant land. But it was the British, led by Captain James Cook in 1770, who would change the course of Australian history forever. Cook's voyage along the east coast, claiming the land for the British Crown, opened up a new chapter, one that would have lasting impacts. This discovery had profound consequences for the Aboriginal people, who had called this land home for millennia, living in harmony with its rhythms and seasons. The arrival of Europeans marked the beginning of a new era, one of dramatic change and upheaval for the indigenous populations. It was a time of exploration and discovery, but also a time of dispossession and conflict as new settlers encroached on ancient lands. The traditional way of life of the Aboriginal people was irrevocably altered, their connection to the land disrupted by the relentless march of colonization. In 1788, a fleet of British ships arrived at Botany Bay, carrying not explorers but convicts and their jailers. This marked the founding of the first European settlement in Australia, a penal colony intended to relieve overcrowding in British prisons. Life in these early days was harsh and unforgiving. The colonists struggled to tame the land, battling unfamiliar climates and unfamiliar foes. But slowly they carved out a foothold, establishing farms, towns, and a new society on this foreign soil. Free settlers, lured by the promise of land and opportunity, began to arrive. They brought with them their traditions, their dreams, and their ambitions. The population grew, spreading out from the original settlements, pushing ever further into the interior. This expansion, however, came at a cost. Conflict with the Aboriginal people intensified as European settlers encroached upon their land. This period was marked by violence and displacement, a dark chapter in Australia's history. The discovery of gold in 1851 transformed Australia. News of the gold rush spread like wildfire, attracting a wave of immigrants from across the globe. From the goldfields of Victoria to the outback of Western Australia, people from all walks of life, adventurers, businessmen, families, flocked to seek their fortune. Tent cities sprang up overnight, transforming the landscape. The influx of people brought with it new ideas, new cultures, and new challenges. This period was a melting pot of nationalities, a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of different languages, customs, and beliefs. The gold rush not only brought wealth, it also accelerated Australia's development, leading to the growth of cities, the expansion of infrastructure, and the rise of a new national identity. Section 5. One People, One Destiny, the Birth of a Nation. By the late 19th century, the 6 British colonies scattered across the continent had developed their own identities. Each colony had its own government, laws, and even customs, reflecting the diverse backgrounds of their settlers. Yet there was a growing sense of unity, a shared desire for a nation of their own. This sentiment was fueled by the need for a unified defense, a common market, and a national identity that transcended regional differences. This desire culminated in 1901 with the Federation of the Colonies into the Commonwealth of Australia. The Federation was a monumental achievement, bringing together diverse regions under a single national government. This historic event marked the birth of a new nation on the world stage. Celebrations were held across the country, with people from all walks of life coming together to mark the occasion. The newly formed nation adopted a democratic system of government, inspired by the Westminster model but with its own unique characteristics. This system aimed to represent the diverse interests of its people while ensuring a stable and fair governance structure. The Australian Constitution, a document that enshrined the principles of democracy, the rule of law, and the rights of its citizens, became the bedrock of this new nation. It laid the foundation for society based on justice, equality, and freedom. However, the journey to true equality was far from over. Despite the progressive ideals enshrined in the Constitution, many groups continued to fight for their rights and recognition. The Aboriginal people, the original inhabitants of the land, were still largely excluded from this new nation. Their struggle for recognition and equality would continue for many decades, highlighting the ongoing challenges in the quest for a truly inclusive society. Section 6. Through War and Peace, Australia finds its place. The 20th century was a time of profound change for Australia. The young nation, forged in peace, found itself tested by the horrors of 2 world wars. Australians fought with courage and distinction in distant lands, forging a reputation for resilience and mateship. These conflicts, however, also left deep scars, shaping the nation's psyche and its place in the world. In the aftermath of World War II, Australia experienced a period of rapid economic growth and social change. Millions of migrants, fleeing war-torn Europe and seeking a better life, arrived on Australian shores, adding to the country's multicultural tapestry. This period also saw the rise of social movements advocating for change. The struggle for Aboriginal rights gained momentum, with activists and communities demanding recognition, justice, and reconciliation. Section 7. The Sunburnt Country, Modern Australia's Challenges and Triumphs. In the latter half of the 20th century, Australia underwent a remarkable transformation. It shed its image as a former colonial outpost and emerged as a confident, multicultural nation on the world stage. The country embraced globalization, becoming a key player in the Asia-Pacific region and beyond. Its economy diversified, moving away from its reliance on agriculture and mining towards services and innovation. Australia made significant strides in various fields, from science and technology to arts and culture, showcasing its talent and creativity to the world. However, this period was not without its challenges. Economic downturns, environmental concerns, and social inequalities tested the fabric of Australian society. Section 8. A Tapestry of Cultures, Modern Australia's Diverse Identity. Today, Australia is a vibrant, multicultural nation, a melting pot of cultures and traditions. People from over 200 countries call Australia home, speaking over 300 languages and dialects. This diversity is celebrated and embraced, enriching the nation's social fabric and contributing to its unique identity. From bustling cosmopolitan cities to remote outback communities, Australia offers a tapestry of experiences. The country's indigenous heritage is increasingly recognised and celebrated, with efforts underway to preserve and promote Aboriginal culture and languages. Australia's multicultural society is not without its challenges. Issues of integration, discrimination and social cohesion continue to be debated. Section 9. Towards tomorrow, a land of endless potential. As Australia looks to the future, it faces both opportunities and challenges. Climate change, economic uncertainty and social cohesion are just some of the issues that will shape the nation's destiny. Yet, there is a sense of optimism, a belief in the Australian spirit of resilience, innovation and mateship. The country's rich natural resources, its educated workforce, and its strategic location in the Asia-Pacific region provide a strong foundation for future growth. Australia's journey is far from over. It is a story still being written, a story of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring power of the human spirit. It is a story that continues to inspire, to challenge, and to captivate the hearts and minds of people around the world.